politics. Please don't forget, I'm just practicing to be a poet. Not qualified as yet, but have no fear, I'm gonna get there. I'm not in this world to live up to your expectation. Neither are you in to live up to mine. I don't owe no one, no obligation. No one owes me none, so everything is fine, fine. I am that I am, I am, I am, I am. I am that I am, I am, I am, I am. I am that I am, I am, I am, I am. I am that I am, I am, I am, I am. Serious business. There is a time for everything, and for everything there is a season. So man and man must reason. So I think it's prime time that we address some more issues. Simple information I will use. No rocket science to get you confused. So relax your mind, make sure everything is fine, while I take you down a poetic line. Trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. I remember you say Liberation Day, and I ask, you sure is that you wanna say? Cause it sounded so good to believe. And deception is a powerful thing when you lose your rightful thinking. So we voted for the bling. But you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. Yellow, yellow all the way is what everybody say. Cell phone ring, man answering. Yellow, yellow, no hello. Teeth get yellow, house get yellow, bus get yellow, man get yellow, even green get yellow, and so says 11-4. When you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. Old school parables say you know what you have, but you don't know what you go get. So cherish what you have to diminish regret. But what on earth lasts forever? Not even things created by the great Jehovah. So the green grass ceased to grow to allow the yellow vibes to flow. But boy, one song I sing, one bell I ring. If we didn't know, if we didn't know, we'd never know yellow would have treated us so. When you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. They began with the blame game, giving NNP more fame. Past administration, the cause of frustration. Past administration, chief of corruption. Then to economic recession, we can't give you attention. Economic recession, the cause of poverty in the land. Economic recession, no employment for the ordinary man. When you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. All your projects are stuck in a pipeline, but when asked, how is the country going? Oh, fine. We are looking into it. Never mind. Only projects in pipeline. No water to cool down the yellow temperature. When will they start? Please answer that. Oh, soon. Maybe by the next full moon. Although things are turning at a very slow pace, we now run no race. 5 years is a lot of space. It's just a few hungry people in a place, and a few disgruntled green people with their vexed face. When you trick us with campaign promises, we won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain, you now refrain. Busy governing, busy managing, busy politicking, busy lazy neglecting, busy inflicting poverty and hunger throughout Grenada. 1,000 Frenchmen can never be wrong, but you hold your yellow conviction strong, strong, strong. So why not send them advisors home? They're sucking money like water in foam.
And good night to you, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Once again, it is time for Talking Points. My name's Sheldon Scott, here with you up until the 10 o'clock hour. Yes, indeed.
We won't say it is, that's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain. You now
let me bring it a little closer and thing to make sure that you all are hearing me clearer. Yeah, nice, yeah.
Remember the man say he's an asset to the party, and will we vote you without?
I don't know. I have to make sure and get some vitamins tomorrow. I think the flu is trying to take me.
And however, I foresee a pretend.
Try some passion fruit and some some other things. Get some vitamin C. Yeah.
You guys will have to come real good, cause it's a long time Grenada I need to.
Because I do believe the flu is trying its very best.
We campaign promises. We was
feeling a little wobbly there for a moment.
It is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain.
We say a special good night to all of you joining us via One Soccer Radio.
God had a plan for Jonah to restore.
And of course, our friends at We Noise Radio. Good night to each and every one of you.
So I'm running up my mouth, and I'm counting no chicken before the hatch. Politicians sometimes farm a crooked batch. After they get the vote, they now sing one note. But here comes Fort Judy and Nancy Payne with $1 million house and brand new car.
Wade, what go on? What go on, Wade?
You trick us with campaign promises. We won't stay at ease. That's the way it is. We've waited in vain, hoping you'll ease the strain, but you now refrain. So
and we thank you once again, Mr. Adrian Watts.
in the finger, cause after we say
Good night to the lovely Mrs. Watts.
with more pressure and hunger, and from the mouth of Grenada, only one thing I utter. The
Two of my favorite people.
Congress failures, and I could never understand the distribution.
Vanessa Lalji, good night to you. Gavin Thomas, Gavin, I got yeah. Understand? Yeah, go handle. Gavin Thomas, good night to you. Patsy Frank, Kathleen Ledlow, Francis George, Anne-Marie Grant, Phyllis Mitchell, Claude Abraham, Rodney Barry, good night to you. And Listra, I see you there fighting up. Yeah, Listra always there every night with us. Rosalind Jones, Marilyn Ferguson. Fergie, good night, my love. Yes, indeed. Deborah Laborde, Errol Bonaparte, Janice Mitchell, Carib Spice Fitness, Agatha Williams, Christine Alexander, Clive Raymond, Jerome Lewis, good night to you. And Marilyn Panchu, good night to you. Brandon, good night to you. Brandon Joseph, Shenron Thomas, Lona Lolo Williams, good night to you. Rick English, Sky, Alcy Peters. Let me see who's there. Glenda Francis John, good night to you. Shajan John, good night. Andra Burke, Gloria Francois, good night, my dear. Bernadette Joseph, good night to you. Red Girl Pascal, good night. Jefferson Hagley, Joan Henry, Sky, good night to you, my dear. Yes, and let me see who is over on the Facebook with us tonight. Where's Chris? Chris London will soon be in with us. You know Chris, yeah. Chris does come in. And Chris is the person that's pusher. Yeah, good night to you, Chris London. Hope you're having a wonderful night tonight, bro. And under the Facebook, let's use there, Nurse Wendy and Maguire. Good night to you, my dear. And I also see another lovely lady there, Theresa Collymore. Good night to you. Anastasia Peterson. Tegwa. Mags Courtney, Laslin Douglas, Nesta St. Clair, Enoch Bain. Good night to you, Enoch. Laslin Douglas, Merrill George, Houston, Landon Jane, John Mark, Reverend Cox. Hey, watch, you're heading into September, and a time to start tuning up and think parang.
Love me. I say things could have been so very different if you didn't love me.
And you all know we didn't get a chance to be on last night because you had that wonderful meeting, yeah, and that was a nice one out there in Vendome last night. Yeah, nice meeting. Brother Nimrod Oliver, congratulations, man. Nice meeting.
Make no sense you try, just watch over right.
And if you do check the New National Party's YouTube page, their Facebook page, and so on, and the Honorable Eminent Pear's page, you'll be getting some highlights from the meeting. They have bits and pieces from the meeting, so you'll be able to get some of the highlights.
On solid rock I stand. Oh.
Remember the General Council of the New National Party taking place on the 7th of September.
The weather keep on changing in a funny kind of way, but I get on my knees and I give the praise. When and what is done.
7th of September, isn't that the day? Yeah, that is the day, yeah.
Get on my knees and I give the praise. As things could have been so crucial if you didn't love me. I say things could have been so very brutal if you didn't love.
You know, the New National Party is having that General Council on the same day that Hurricane Ivan passed by. And I think it's fitting because of the job that the New National Party did to restore Grenada after Hurricane Ivan is unparalleled. Yeah, we hear some people talking about, oh, you ain't see how they build back after Hurricane Beryl, and so joke you're making. Yeah, joke you're making. Compared to what the NNP did after Hurricane Ivan, for several years after the housing developments and so, the same condominiums that they take up in St. David Day and in Carriacou, and they go and they sell them instead of give it to the people. That was as a result of the work done by the New National Party after Hurricane Ivan. So when people talking, know what you're talking about, eh? Because it was the New National Party that did all that work after Hurricane Ivan to help bring Grenada back to some form of semblance. Because there are many of us who remember what the morning of September 8th was like. Yes, September, I know the hurricane was September 7th, but there are many of us who remember what the morning, September 8th, was like. And if you have never heard weeping, wailing, and bawling yet, I heard a lot of that the morning after, when people thought their family members dead and they see dead people. I was in St. David at the time. Yeah? So I remember what was taking place. I was in the thick of it and the worst of it in St. David with Hurricane Ivan. And I know our brothers and sisters in Carriacou, they've had their experience. I'm pretty sure that nobody on the islands of Carriacou or Petit Martinique who experienced Beryl ever want to experience a hurricane in life again. If they hear horror, they ain't waiting for the cane. They want to experience anything like that in life again. Because I know for me, I don't ever want to experience anything even close to a hurricane. Yeah, a storm, nothing. I don't want to experience nothing like these things again for the rest of my days. Yeah, may God grant me longer days. I don't want to see nothing like that again. So it is a telling day, because it is a day of remembrance of where we were and where we have come to, and the destruction of the Grenadian economy at this point in time, the destruction of the Grenadian society at this point in time. And as such, the same team, the same party that had to rebuild after Hurricane Ivan is the same party that have to rebuild after Hurricane NDC. And you know, we have the capability, we have done it before, and we definitely will do it again for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. And folks, I just want to run through several things here with you. And the first one, of course, is remember tomorrow. It is happening tomorrow at the... They pull up the thing then, huh? Yeah. Mr. Technical Man. Yeah, it's Mr. Technical Man right now. But I'm talking to myself. Mr. Technical Man, pull up the thing. Nice, right, yeah. So you pull up the thing. The after-work line of the New National Party, that is taking place tomorrow. And yes, it will be taking place at the New National Party headquarters out there in Tempe. Starting time 4 p.m. You see, I tell you the cold trying to take me, you know. Starting time 4 p.m. Entry free. and they've got food and drinks on sale. A nice opportunity to come on out, meet and mingle with the different members of the new National Party. See your friends from St. Patrick you ain't see for a long time, and your friends from St. Mark who you've been longing to see. Yeah, see your friends from St. David who come across, and your friends from up in St. Andrew and thing. Yeah, nice up the thing. And for those of you, just make a bus, come on down. It is your party. Support your party, come on out. Yeah, to the after work lime. So make your bus. Don't drive and come down in your car alone. Go and pick up a fellow supporter. Go and pick up a fellow friend. Tell them I providing transport, you providing the drinks. We heading down. Yeah, and I signing autographs. So you know. I'll be signing autographs so you all can come by. Right? And remember, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, right? They've already had the one at the Carriacou party office. I'll pull some pics of that and show in a while. So that one has taken place. And then tomorrow, they're moving to Jig's shop out there in Petit Martinique. So that is going to be taking place from 10 a.m. tomorrow. Senator the Honorable Norland Cox, he will be out there. Good night to you, Senator Cox. And good night to your family. All right, yeah, they'll be having the Carriacou and Petit Martinique back to school support, and that is going to be taking place at Jig's shop in Petit Martinique tomorrow, starting from 10 a.m. So my listeners in Petit Martinique, you know, Petit Martinicans, you know, I love you all special. I mean, I love everybody. Even those who hate me, I love them, but I love Petit Martinicans a special way. When I reach in Petit Martinique, they just pull me aside one time, you know. Yeah, let me feed him. Sheldon, come here. You understand? Watch. I love Petit Martinique. I just love Petit Martinique. Right, folks? So we have the after work line taking place tomorrow. That's at 4 p.m. on the mainland. And you have the back to school support taking place. That's going to be at Jig's shop out there in Petit Martinique tomorrow. So head on out for those activities. Also, folks, remember they're still doing the back to school up there in Brooklyn. You can drop off your stuff at Compass Shipping, right? So that is still taking place. Let me pull up the thing nicely. Yeah, and pull up the thing nicely there for them. Nice, yeah. That is still taking place. That is the back to school drive. So you could drop off at Compass Shipping, or you could call Aisha on 917-520-3164, Saul on 315-402-6370, or Kathy at 347-262-6818. I wonder why I could call Izzy on. I ain't sure I know. You have to find Izzy number. Zelle. You can Zelle them on nnpnewyork@gmail.com. Yeah? Zelle at nnpnewyork@gmail.com. So you could either call or you could send Zelle funds or you could drop off, those kind of things. All right? Nice. And remember, the final couple days of the back to school that is taking place at K&R Bookstore. Buy one, get one free on all school supplies now until August the 31st. So they have pens, pencils, rubbers, highlighters, markers, notebooks, backpacks, etc. And they're located on H.A. Blaze Street. All right, so remember, you're into the final couple days of that sale. Remember my little friend here. We'll come back to her in a while. And we got this one. My friends, I'm not sure what is taking place there, why I am not hearing that one. Let me see what is going on there and see if we could correct that and see if we can get it to play now. No, we're still not getting it. I'm not sure.
Than the Chameleon Design Studio, the creative powerhouse behind Key Central and dozens of stand-up.
All right, so let's take it from the top now and make sure that we get the thing proper. Nice. So let's go this way and
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Look no further than the Chameleon Design Studio, the creative powerhouse behind Key Central and dozens of stand-up brands across Grenada and beyond. From web designs, animations, and motion graphics to custom video productions, we bring your visions to life with unmatched efficiency and professionalism. Need a logo? Logo design starts at just $1,500, and our starter pack includes brochures, call cards, and letterheads. Whether you're launching a new business, revamping your identity, or telling your story visual, Chameleon Design Studios is the new face of designs. Call us now at 1473-422-8601. Scan that QR code. Follow us on Instagram at chameleon_473. Let's communicate. Call us today.
Let me just get the next one up here. Why is this doing this tonight? Yeah, just trying to get the next one up for you. And nice, good.
Information, contact WeNoise TV at 929-445-4463, or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com. WeNoise TV, the leading streaming provider. Anytime, anywhere, any screen. Access to your favorite HD contents with prices as low as ever. Choose from monthly, quarterly, or yearly payments. This worldwide service is flexible for you to keep up with all your favorite programs, shows, movies, and local programming from home no matter where you travel to. Worldwide TV channels right at your fingertips wherever you are. Latest in live sports, binge watch all your favorite TV shows, movies on demand, videos on demand. You can pause, rewind, fast forward anytime. Never miss 1 minute in entertainment important to you. No contracts, no added prices for sports or premium packages. We certainly don't have to pull tricks like cable and satellite companies. Our product speaks for itself and beyond. WeNoise TV. We have everything like Netflix, Disney, Amazon. Watch your favorite movies, TV shows, and series with our services. With our service, you will get rid of all other subscriptions. For more information, contact WeNoise TV at 929-445-4463, or you can email us at wenoisetv@gmail.com. For more information, contact WeNoise TV.
Yes, indeed. And right now we hear the thing better, actually. Yeah, we hear the thing is better than when you have Netflix and them kind of things. So, yeah, I think Hulu is, one of them is going out of business, you know. I'm not sure which one it is. Either Hulu or one of them. They are going out of business. All right, yes, folks. And also, I need to let you all know, and I'm pulling it up as I speak, and I saw a release a little earlier today, which spoke to increased activity at the Kikum Jenny. So I'm just reading it, but it is not to the level for people to start panicking and, oh gosh, Kikum Jenny and all kind of thing, yeah? Because they have green, yellow, orange, and red. So right now it is at yellow, which means that the volcano is acting up and so on. They're having earthquakes and all those kind of things. So it hasn't gone to orange, which is where it thing, or red, where you have a full eruption taking place. So the University of the West Indies Seismic Research Center has advised the National Disaster Management Agency of increased seismic activity at the Kikum Jenny, a submarine volcano. The unrest event began at 10 local time on the night of Wednesday, 27th August 2025. So around 10 o'clock last night, Kikum Jenny started to behave herself bad again. Approximately 800 tremors were detected during the period 10 p.m. on August 27th to 8 a.m. on August 28th. The largest events measured so far in the range of magnitude 2.2, 2.4. There have been no reports of these tremors being felt in Grenada. While activity is continuing, its intensity has decreased compared to the start of the unrest. The UE Seismic Research Center will continue to monitor the submarine volcano and provide updated analysis of the situation. Based on the information from UE, the alert level for Kikum Jenny remains at yellow. So it remains. It was already at yellow, so it remains there. This means that all marine interests should maintain exclusive zone of 1.5 kilometers, and they speak about the last eruption and that sort of thing there. All right, folks, so yeah, Kikum Jenny doing what Kikum Jenny does always do, yeah? Kikum Jenny being Kikum Jenny, yeah? Yeah. My friend, I know, man. Inside joke, folks. Sorry, I can't have inside jokes with my listeners, you know. Yeah, I had to behave on that one. Yeah, I can't be having inside jokes on my listeners. And so, also, folks, I saw a release here by the Grenada Postal Corporation. Yeah? So there's a release here by the Grenada Postal Corporation where they have temporarily suspended parcel shipments to the United States. So those are you that does get your local cocoa come up and thing through the postal corp, and you just get your local black cake and your local, I know what you're in that for, your black cake and your rum and your thing coming up through the Grenada Postal Corp. That has been suspended, and it does have an effect on many businesses in Grenada. Don't get tied up. There are a lot of businesses in Grenada who this is going to affect, because they do ship stuff to folks in the United States, particularly Grenadians, who sometimes they want to get different things coming up. So the Grenada Postal Corporation announces the temporary suspension of all parcels and small package shipments containing goods to the United States effective immediately. So note, okay, you know people say one thing and people say another. They said shipments going to the United States, not coming from, going to the United States. Yeah? This action follows the U.S. government's Executive Order 14324, which eliminates the long-standing duty-free exemption, de minimis, of U.S. $800 on shipments entering the United States. Beginning August 29, 2025, all goods entering the United States will be subject to custom duties from the first dollar. So before, if you sent something and it was under $800, you paid nothing, and you started paying from the first dollar after the $800. Now you're paying from the first, you're paying duties on the first dollar. Yeah? President Trump, man. Key impact for customers: all parcels and small packages containing goods to the U.S. are suspended. They ain't accepting, they ain't sending. Only documents, letter, mail without goods will continue to be accepted. Senders must now prepay customs duties, shifting responsibility from the recipient. So you can't send it up and say to go pay up there. You have to pay in Grenada for whatever you're sending. And every shipment must be pre-filed electronically with U.S. Customs using their new documentation requirements. So the Wild West saying while again, right now, new sheriff in town. This unprecedented change has created global disruptions. People can't get a reverse. Postal operators across Europe, Asia, and the Caribbean are similarly suspending services due to unresolved aspects of these new requirements. And the next steps that the Postal Corporation is going to have to take. Grenada Postal Corporation is actively working with Universal Postal Union and international partners to develop compliant solutions. The GPC remains committed to restoring parcel services to the U.S. as soon as operationally feasible. So all you can get all your bush to make all your bush tea and thing easier. Somebody had to bring it up for all you otherwise. Nice. They say they deeply regret. Well, all you regret, all is not all you that do it. And for this case, I'll ease all you. It's not all you that do it. But I think folks need to know that this does have impact on many Grenadians who are living overseas, who depend on their families down here to give them a little taste of Grenada every now and again, and send the packages up, send the box up, send the different things up. It is going to affect, and it is also going to affect those companies who also send goods to the United States. So when we heard of tariffs, and instead of our country being sensible and going to the table to negotiate with the United States, and I do know that Dr. Patrick Antoine and a team of people from the Caribbean organization, business organization, that they did go to the United States and lobby and hold talks with the U.S. government in relation to this issue. Yeah, I know that Dr. Antoine did do so. But look at the situation now. In his estimation, and I was mentioning that from his article the other day that he had in the Trinidad Guardian, for the Trinidadian economy is speaking into the billions. that is the tariffs are going to affect the country in that format, which means for a country like Grenada, we could be speaking hundreds of millions of dollars that Grenada is going to lose, not gain, that Grenada is going to lose because of the tariffs. Because remember, you're talking about your fish and so on that goes up, your tuna and all those things that go up to the United States. There are going to be tariffs on that. So your tuna that going up, tariff. Yeah? Well, the nutmeg usually go to Europe and so, but whatever else, other products that you have going into the United States, they are going to be tariffed. So you're going to find that the businesses in Grenada, that they are losing, those that have products that end up in the United States. The spirituous liquor dealers, those who deal in the alcohol, the Wester Hall Estate, the La Grenade Industries, the Clark Scott Rum. I don't know if I didn't say Clark Scott Rum, so you would deal with me. Yes. Good night to you, my dear. Yeah? All of these companies, the River and Twine, all of these companies, they do sell significant amounts of spirits, and so that go to the United States, they will be affected as well. So there are many changes taking place when it comes to the world economy, the local economy, and the regional economy. And since those changes are taking place to the local regional economy, what is happening there? Because they cannot do these things, they cannot. And I lost my train of thought immediately, I just got a message here. Yeah. Because you have this situation taking place on the world economy, it is a point in time that we need a government that is responsive. You cannot have a government who like to jump plane, but ain't jumping on plane for the right reason. Well, right now we have a Minister of Finance who can't jump the plane to go there. They wouldn't board him. No, he don't have the visa, so he can't board. Can't go in the States. Yeah. And I enter others to come sooner rather than later. They want to study, people study all yourself. Sooner rather than later, here are some others that will be unable to to go to the United States as well. Somebody's telling me I'm sounding low. 2 people telling me I'm sounding low there. I think that should be a bit better now. Yeah, I think that should be a bit better now. Yeah. So what we need is a responsive government in a situation like this. Even before these things took effect, under a new National Party administration, I know for a fact you would have already heard from people like Dr. Right Honorable Keith Mitchell would have addressed this issue, both by speaking to the Grenadian people and telling them what the possible impacts are, but also by speaking to the U.S. government to see if Grenada could have been exempted in any way from some of these measures. And he has the contacts to be able to do that. You also have the situation where you'd have heard from Oliver Joseph. You'd have heard from Mr. Gregory Boyne. You'd have heard from the team of the New National Party in relation to an issue like this and how it is likely to affect the Grenadian people. But with the present team, maybe because they themselves don't understand how it's going to affect the Grenadian economy, and they are just waiting for things to happen, because you were told what would happen in relation to the Cuban Medical Brigade issue. There are approaches that have been taken by other countries that have been successful because they didn't lose their visa. Instead of that bile and bluster, all you had to do was engage the Cuban government and find out from them, hey, what are you all willing to work? How are you all willing to work with us on this particular issue? But instead of that, no. Bile and bluster. That's what we get in relation to that. My good friends, you're looking for Chris London. He may be asleep tonight, man. Oh gosh, it's late in London tonight. Folks, we're going to open the phone lines 1473-440-7377. Let me say that again. 1473-440-7377, and give you the opportunity to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Huh? Nice. And we have a call online. Hello, good night.
Good night, Mr. Sheldon Scott.
Camille Teresa Scott, how are you doing, my love?
And good night to the Canadian people, home and abroad. What I want to say is I just want to tell Patty and Matthew good night. I know they're listening. All to my kids in America, my aunt, my uncle, my cousin, Bonds, Dada, are all right. I feel a lot better now. Sheldon and Sheridan, Darlington and Sheila, I feel a lot better. Sheldon Scott,
Yes, my love.
I was not so well, no boy.
I could hear
But
it on
thank
your.
God for Saffron.
I could hear it
Yes,
on your voice, you know.
Saffron.
I could hear it on your voice.
Anyhow, I feel a lot better. And my son come and do what he had to do for me. I went yesterday. We in a big problem in Grenada. And a lot of people don't understand. They take it lightly. Big problem in Grenada. I went yesterday to post a little box. I always send my children the CMOS and the little cocoa for them. That is the park. You go in the park, that is where they have a department, the postal
Yeah.
office there. You go there and post anything you have to send in America. And when you have to pick up, you go in CSA. I take a bus and I go there. When I reach the lady, tell me, Tommy, we cannot send out nothing to America. Mr. Donald Trump put a ban on anything coming to America. I say, what you say? Tell me again. She explained it to me. She said there's a lot of people that posting weeks ago, but it cannot leave Grenada. So they have to wait till he gives them the right away to post that. So she tell me, you go let us know. So I called my daughter, I called my son. He said, Mommy, that is what these people say. I had to come back in the terminal with the boxer. The boxer's the mask. So I make the lady call my child in America and explain it to her. You understand?
Yeah.
And it's not only the minister passport they take, eh? You hear me? Not there is other. I don't call in the name because I don't want nobody to sue
Well,
you.
Cammy, but I know you have your link, so when you say it, I know it's true.
Listen to me, Mr. Scott. Listen to me. You go watch. There is a few of the big people in this government, the NDC government. They can go in America too. And I could get anybody. Strong tobacco well pressed. Strong tobacco well pressed. They only talk about Mr. Cornwall because he said he could give it up because of the Cuban and all of that. My family, I don't call in their name. They work with the department in America.
I know.
And listen to me, Sheldon, I'm not a joke, you know.
No, I know it's serious thing. I just laughing at them.
The Grenadian people, if they was going to America, they stand a chance. Everything is Africa. Everything is Africa. So we're going on the wrong road. I don't care what there's chatters and them others write out thing about me. Strong tobacco well pressed. Strong tobacco well pressed. A lot of them in that NDC government, they cannot go. The children can go, them can go. And you have a lot of them that will run them out on me. Where they in the basement, they keep in the boots. I could go if I want. I have 2 American citizens. 2 American citizens. The only good thing why I don't want to go, I want to sit down inside a house. Got my son and the other one, they walk in and they just come home sometimes just for one day. Yeah? So I want to sit in Grenada and suck salt. And why I tell you where it's Sheldon is not though I hear that on the terminal, or I hear somebody say that.
No, good tobacco, well pressed.
Strong tobacco, well pressed. Because I will tell you something. My people walking right there inside it. You hear?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm bothering with them. Let us stay in Grenada. They just shame. The people say everything is Africa. Donald Trump say, all right, I will put some pressure on all you. He might have way, but you put some pressure on Green. They don't say Grenada, Grenada. Although Grenada is a place in Spain. Grenada. They putting some pressure on us. Yeah. So somebody jump up. You are one that calling our radio station and say, and people do not know. Well, I just give them fire, I don't care. They can't do me nothing. They can't poison me. I don't eating from nobody. And I don't begging nobody. Nobody ain't paying me to come and say nothing on your radio station. Nobody. If I don't have, yes, I could call me boy and say, boss, think bad, you know. I don't sell today. I ain't begging. I just say think bad. And I gain something.
Mm-hmm.
And I will get something. If Miss Joran been passing tongue and she see me, Camilo, good people.
Mm-hmm.
Are you playing? Are you bad? Are you okay? Coming to all you? They picking all me and thinking inside of here. A pain. I plant all me liquor, okra, and me sweet potato and everything. They picking me coconut, but I leave one bunch. Let it go in it. I leave it, let it come and ask, but I leave it and let it drink. Let it pick it and drink. And me play, and all them play. Anyhow, and tight, hold tight.
Yes,
and you have to keep praying for this country. Forget about what they want to do, but keep praying. Go in sackcloth and ash and speak to God. Papa God should be your best friend. That will be your best friend. Because he could do what I can do and what politician can do. God could do it. Believe in the Most High God. Believe in him. He could turn this whole place around. I trust him and I believe in him. I give my whole life to him. And I believe and I'm asking him to take us out of this misery and pain we're going through. People suffering. I sitting in the terminal. People just dying, you know. They dying, sheldon. A lady from Hermitage. I think it's Mr. Tillman family. The lady come by me and said, oh, this morning she friend come crying. Miss Carmi. So they didn't know. And she have a elderly what most sick than her for a long day. The other day she come there and she talking about what's going on. They are little things to sell and they don't get in it. But thank God for talking point. My friend from Canada, I know you're listening tonight on St. Jude Street. Come all the way from America. Good night. And on tonight, darling, I want to say good night to you. And all the people that come from England that come. The lady from Guava and she daughter that come to get a cocoa. They buy out all Miss Carmi cocoa. When they're making mischief, they don't want them people to even sell me a case of water. All Carmi cocoa, sheldon, sell. And I call the lady, she send down some. All sell again.
And I know you just had the good stuff.
They buy it all. And the friend from Carriacou, who come from England, they buy it all. All you can't stop me. All you can't stop Miss Camille. Hold tight Grenadians and pray for your country. Walk at them, let it fly. Let it go where they want to go. Keep praying. Pray for that little piece of rock. That is ours. Yeah? So I want to say good night to all the Grenadians who is listening. who home here, who abroad in England, and my son is listening right now. I don't know which state he is. No, because they just tell him all about the boy is a Grenadian, but the boy doing good work in America. Me, I don't want to go Grenada. I love here. I love here. I'm Sheldon, he wasn't for the saffron. All of them hospital, you know. Saffron. I drink saffron. The raw saffron. Morning and night. I couldn't stand up.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
On my body. On my body. I don't know if it's something or it's coming down. And I get it. Anyhow, thank God for.
Yeah, because I'm hearing talk of COVID being around again and some other bad cold
COVID,
and so.
You have COVID.
Yeah.
You have COVID. You have COVID. You have a thing that you have a cold that going on. But when he hold you, you can't even cough. I couldn't. Thank God for my son. Hello. He just stressed me when he ready. I call him and say, boy, come by. He want to know if I want to make the will. I say, well, if I dead, do this, do that. And yeah.
Oh, God, too early, eh?
I'm telling you, he come and he take care of me. So all you must tell all your children you love them. Even say they do something wrong, love your kids. Yeah. Yeah, anyhow, good night to Dr. Mitchell, wherever you is, sir. I'm giving you all the thumbs up. I ain't going nowhere. I am not a yo-yo, sir. Right? They want to pick your coconut I have here, but let it touch it all you go here. And good night to that thing is
no
yours.
joke with it, yes?
I ain't making no joke, I leave it there. And but there are some drivers I can't get it done, but they took quite up.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyhow, Mr. Scott, I want to say good night to the Talking Point family, Mr. Watts, and everybody that is listening tonight. Keep praying for Grenada.
Of course.
Do what you are supposed to do. Do what you are supposed to do. Right. And anybody that have anything to give little children, drop it by me, Scott, you don't need them. All little children I tell go pass. They pass, they go into convent, they go and they come to them and take pictures with me. I feel so happy.
Oh, yesterday was orientation, yes. They had the orientation
and
today. Yeah.
And some who go, and some of them again, the big ones that leave the convent, they go to that city. They come and take pictures and tell me thanks. And I feel proud. I feel proud. I'm not a mom, but I feel proud. Why little girl say, Miss Kami, sometimes when you tell me take the bus, I want to say something, but I'm afraid. Because I know you could have cut me, my mouth, and my mother would not say nothing. And she come to them, she nice uniform, and thank me. All them little children. I want to say good night to y'all. Star, and also to the little one in Guab. Shante. Thank you, Shanti. You make me proud. She finished college. Since she going to convent at Davida. Yeah. Thank you, Shanti. I feel proud of you and all the others. Y'all have a blessed and good night to everybody. And hold fast. I watched the thing last night, Sheldon.
Yes, the meeting.
I drop asleep. I get up. It's still on.
That was a meeting. Take what I tell you. That was a meeting. They did well.
NNP Heights. I can't go no because my foot all you. My foot. But I always keep in touch. Good night, Mr. Roland Ben and everybody. Love you all guys. Patty and no she waiting on Matthew. If I don't say good night for Matthew, I get in a whipping. Love you all guys. Bye bye.
All right, Gabby, you have a good one.
Bye to everybody.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, folks. Yeah, that's Miss Cam. Of course. Yes, indeed. And you heard it yourself. I just spoke about it and you hear it from Cammy. She's experienced it. She usually sends a box. I know she usually sends out boxes and so on to her children with little spice and little this and little that and so on. And yeah, also she spoke about the visa issue. And one other listener is just confirming for me. several people who went for renewals of their visas and did not get it. Several people went for their renewal of the visas and they did not get the renewal on their visas. So just note, we just get things on a need to know basis. So we go here. Who's the other people who lose their visa just now? We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Good night, Sheldon Scott.
Hey, good night, sir. How are you?
Good night, Talking Points family. I'm well.
All right.
I'm well. Sheldon, I want to give the NNP and by a little further distinction, I think the civil society for having that meeting this afternoon.
Okay, let me stop you right there. It was not the NNP that had the meeting this evening. The meeting was held by His Majesty's opposition and along with civil society. So let me stop you before the wrong message goes out there. Right there. Go ahead now.
Right. So the opposition and civil society, well attended, well informed, well articulated, and everybody was taking part and giving their opinions and giving their feedback, and that was very good. And I will ask to further it. I want to see something like that happen in other parishes. Let's continue. Yeah. So opposition leader, get it going. Sheldon.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask a question. In Grenada, right? I mean, we have a thing that's play called jab. Nothing wrong with that. But have you ever seen an NDC supporter go and dirty a building as playing jab, or an NNP supporter, or a GLP, or a whatever party supporter dirty building?
Boss, when I follow in old mass and thing, I had time to see who is what. So I just go and ask man for the party card when they're jamming though.
Yeah, because it seems like there's a reason why. Because anytime I say something, there's a reason why I say it. It seems like there are some dumb people that seems to believe that only NNP to play jab, and when players get dirty, it's NNP. But the last time I checked, the only prime minister I see in the last 40 years that played jab is a prime minister called Dika Mitchell. And being a hypocrite at that also, because he's the same man, when Carnival was launched in May, came out after that and say, well, are they playing jab too early? Right? I mean, we in Grenada here, we just sitting back and listening things, and we're not watching what happening. Pay attention to what this government and the government ministers are doing. We have ministers missing in action. We have disaster areas in closure. That minister is missing. She got Mexico. She got to learn to do piñatas or Spanish or whatever she going to do. You understand? And these men are doing things for the last 3 years going on plus. We are still questioning how these men get loan from GDP Bank. Right? How these men are still allowed to be in cabinet. Who said they go and study? They can't show a degree. They can't show what is going on in Grenada. But yet you're all getting harassed because Dr. Mitchell was on a platform last night exposing you all and saying exactly what you all doing. Dr. Mitchell is not running for Prime Minister of Grenada. You're all up against Honorable Emily Pierre. And good night, Mrs. Pierre, and good night to Mr. Tafoa Pierre. Brother Einlein, you're strong. You're strong. Trust me. That's a man. Yeah? But good night to the NNP team. Mrs. Japal George, Mr. Green, Mr. De Ali, Mr. BJ, all the caretakers. You guys stay strong. This NDC government right now, I ain't lying to tell you. This is more dysfunction I've seen. This dysfunction I'm seeing right now is worse than 2008 to 2013. Come on, man. Daddy. All this nonsense we're hearing, ministers naming corruption, and you all Grenadians say, well, every prime minister and they get a loan from this bank and they get. Come on, man. Come on. In which the first time a minister of finance in the Caribbean ever lost his visa, and all they say that's normal and forget America. Sheldon, are we normal in this country here? Are we normal? Anyhow, let it continue. Have a good night, Sheldon.
All right, thank you so very much, my brother. All right, well, let me see. I see somebody was trying to reach me here. Let me see if I could find Wow. So I'm just getting some information there. from one of my listeners, and believe me, this listener knows exactly what they're speaking about. They're saying Grenadian students at the St. George University who completed the first part of their medical studies and need to move on to the United States to complete were denied their visas. So you all understand what's going on here, eh? So we've had minister losing visa. We've had people getting sued for saying other people lose the visa. But we've had minister losing the visa. We've had several people who went up for renewals, who under any other normal circumstance, they didn't overstay and all those sort of things. Under any other normal circumstance, they would have gotten renewals. They were denied. And now you have the situation with Grenadian students, the medical students, because I know they do the component here, and then many of them, they move on to the United States to do the next component. They were denied their US visas. This is not a joke thing, you know. This is not a joke thing that's happening here. We have to ensure, folks, we have to ensure that we get a government for Grenada who knows what to do in a situation like this, who does not wait until the situation has deteriorated to the point where people are being denied their visas, when people are losing their visas. We cannot stay and wait for the situation to deteriorate further. Meanwhile, they out there gallivanting. The Prime Minister disappear, ain't coming back until next month. Yeah, the Minister for St. John, they disappear. Well, let me see, what gone with the Minister for St. John? Let me see. Yeah, the Minister for St. John gone. But I want to find out something. I want to ask the Minister, because I know he's online. Yeah, you could go online and you go find out and thing. Where is this taking place up at with the Florida? That is supposed to be by the Florida government school. Yeah, that's up by the Florida government school. What really take? That is for children to go in on Monday, because that's the situation today. So I want to know if the plan was to put children in there on Monday, because that's the situation today. So I know, I hear somebody send it to me to say, Sheldon, there's the situation up at Florida, in Florida, the school up there. So I want to know if what I'm seeing there, if that is what the children supposed to go in on Monday. All you tell me now, that is where the children supposed to go in on Monday? Meanwhile, all you going and gallivant in Mexico and all you coming back swinging all your two hand. All you driving all in all your suitcase. All you coming back swinging all your two hand. Going and gallivant. And then when you come back now, the people in closure waiting to see you. They're waiting to see you. They want you to see what they are going through. They want you to feel what they are going through. They want you to know and understand what they are going through. So I want to know if the students up in Florida, and I ain't talking about Florida, the United States, I'm talking about Florida in St. John. We want to know if the students are going to be going into, well, we don't know. That maybe something for down in October, November, or next year or so. Because we know the plan couldn't be that they had to go in there on Monday. Could it? Nah, that couldn't. That definitely couldn't be the plan. Nah. The plan couldn't be that all you was going to put them in there on Monday. Could it? Nah, because all you would have to be kind of crazy if that's all you was planning to put the children in there on Monday. Yeah? I'm just trying to understand this thing. I'm trying to understand how we can allow the situation to deteriorate into the way it has deteriorated. How could we have allowed that? I think we have a call online. Hello, good night.
Good night, Sheldon. Good night, Talking Points family.
Good night, my dear. How are you?
I'm okay, I'm fine. And I would like to say good night to my queen, Kate Skeeter Lewis Peters. We love you, darling.
The lady there.
Yes,
the unstoppable. The unstoppable.
The unstoppable Kate Skeeter Lewis Peters. Yes, Sheldon, I want to ask a question. When we go in and demonstrate against this bill you want to pass in Grenada?
Well, first of all, government, the opposition is making sure that they educate people about what is in the bill, so people understand what is there and what they are trying to do. And after that, then you're going to get into other things. If they try to bring it back in Parliament, because we're hearing that they intend to bring it back just as it is in Parliament and pass it. That's what we're hearing.
Yeah, Sheldon is very that is not no joke, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If these people and them could pass that bill, these people and them could take out those children more or less in jail and set them out, you know, set them free, you know. Because 12 years could make a decision on his own. Sheldon, watch me, that madness.
Remember something as well, you know. You're a mother.
Yes.
Your child decide that they're feeling a particular way and they want a particular something. Now,
yes,
the Attorney General and the Minister of Health will discuss your child, not with you, you know. They're going and discuss the child on their own. And
yes,
then the Attorney General, the Minister of Legal Affairs, is making the decision on behalf of your child. So Claudette is going to make the decision in relation to your child and if your child can have certain procedures done.
Sheldon, because that is American rule. The American about the weight now. The man taking American style and bring it in Grenada.
Me, I don't even want Claudette make decision for my dog, much less to make decision for my children.
Sheldon, that madness. That man have to go, Sheldon. We need to go and demonstrate. We need to go and demonstrate. Get all these people from there.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Sheldon. Good night. Good night. Now I'm mad.
Before you say something you shouldn't say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I vex, man. I vex.
How the back to school going?
Not too bad, but I do.
I know the situation with the household, you know, so I'm asking. And asking
on
air.
I do.
But don't worry, we go talk otherwise. We go talk otherwise.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Japal, good night. Japal.
Yes.
Good night, we did, baby. We did.
Yes. All right.
Yes, Amanda Japal, good night.
All right.
Chirik Frank, we did here. Good night to you. Yes, Sheldon, I'm out. I'm out.
Don't say it. Bye-bye. Okay, my dear. Yes, indeed. Before she go and say things she shouldn't say, let me let her. Yes, and we have a caller on the line one time. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night, bro.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, God, doing good. Hey, I could do better, but I'm doing good.
Okay.
Hey, how many children Claudette Joseph have?
You're a bit low. Let me see if I can fix it on my end.
How many children Claudette Joseph have?
I ain't going down that road. I'm not going down that. Boss, that road is not a road I want to go down. I don't going down. All I will say.
I'm sure she have zero, right?
I don't know, boss. I just mind my business and them better mind theirs. I don't know. All I will say, I do not believe that the person is a competent person, morally or otherwise, to make decision on behalf of my child. I say it, if she want to sue. I do not believe the person is the correct person, because if she could attach her name to that bill to bring it to Parliament, I do not believe that this person is a person who has the standing to make any decision on behalf of my child. That ain't taking place.
But then, not only she alone, but then if the churches are sitting back to let the devil come and mash up the family like that, and they don't get out and say nothing and sit down and support it, I want to remind them tonight that the upholder is worse than the thief. And if they could sit back and push those things and then forward on the nation, what will happen? They don't. The young color before don't say already they're trying to copy American style and bring in Grenada. If they only let loose. I remember when we used to go to school, we used to have church service, school, going to church and pray, have church service. We do Bible study in school and what have you. When they remove those things and them from school and don't teach their children the principles and the godly principles, two spirits that is ruling the world. The spirit of God and the spirit of the devil. And if God is sitting back and he watching you do your own thing because he's a just God and he give you the opportunity to choose, and you choose that way, where the old people used to say, where your head lead you, your behind go pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry if we go that route. I'm sorry. Oh, you wanted to build bigger prison too, so maybe that's the reason why.
Boss, all I gotta say, these people do not have the moral rectitude to make any decisions on behalf of my children. And I will never allow them to pass that bill and think that they are the ones going to make any decision for my children. That ain't happening. If the rest of you want to sit down there, that is all your business. Not sitting down and let it happen, eh? All right. All I'm saying is it ain't happening. Okay.
All right. So we got to keep our fingers crossed, keep our defenses up.
Yes, indeed. We have to do that. Yeah.
As a basketball players, we go play defense heavy.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So
all right, my brother. Thank you so very much for your call.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. And I think somebody else was trying to get. So let me see if I could get back at this caller. They were trying to get on to the show. Yeah, I think let me see if I get them here. Hello. Good night.
Hi, Sheldon. Good night. How are you?
Hey, I'm quite fine. How are you doing?
I'm trying to be fine.
Okay.
I just want us to know as a people that the scripture says, woe to the nation whose king is a child. In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10 and verse 16. And here it is highlighting that a land faces hardship and suffering where its leadership is immature and inexperienced, symbolized by a child or a youth. You know, the immaturity in leadership, you know, is very, very, very unbecoming. You know, I could say a lot of things, Sheldon, but other people want to say something. So all I wanted to let know, woe to the nation who's killing a child. You understand? When the immature rules will real problem. Real problem. Could you tell me we're in a training school in that kind of building? Huh? You want to sign up or whatever for this nonsense that is going on there? What?
No, what for them to study? They ain't studying. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to show them what they're supposed to be studying. Tonight is just the first round.
Yes, Sheldon.
And after I just remember that Auntie Jenny tomorrow. She wasn't on today, but Auntie Jenny is on tomorrow. Just letting folks know, Auntie Jenny, I saw a note on the Facebook that she will be on tomorrow. So they didn't have Simon Says today. And you know when she coming on tomorrow is because she gathering more info.
I know. God bless you.
Thank you so very much, my love. All right. Yes, indeed. Wow. Yes, folks, you can call 1473-440-7377. You can give us a call. All right. And we have a call online. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night, Sheldon. How are you doing?
I'm more than good and I'm gooder than great.
Yeah. Sheldon, I can't understand how these hardback men and women could sit down and think about this dirty and stupidness. Right? That would have bill they would have passed. No, sometimes I don't even the men have a dream or something, and they just come up with something and they go ahead. How could think about something like that? One pass a bill, right? Where a child, 12 years, have a right to do what she want. 16 years, 12, 14 years, have a right to do what they want, and they still living under the mother care, right? So where do you put aside the mother, right? The way these men think and these people thinking they're governing, like if they didn't grow up with a mother, they didn't grow up with no discipline and no attitude, try to come with a bit like that, right? After 12 or 14 years, it's still under the care of a mom. 15 years under the care of the parents. 12 years under the care of the parents. So the parents have any decision to make, you have to go through to the parents, right? Because they still going to school. Who walking to get in train and when they go to school? Then train working anyway. It's the same parents are working. You want to take out take out the authority from the parents and put it in who hand? The Minister of Health and Clyde Josie. Right? People who don't care, they don't care about nobody. The same young people want to do that. Look at how they're treating the young people. Look at the situation what happened in Carriacou with the school. In the hot sun, the young people, the children, they under 10. Look at the situation again in closure again. Where they want to put the young people. So this came like a government. They don't care about people. I would say what they care about the pocket. And how when they reach to get big set of money, and while the people go to Peter Martin suffering under these buccaneers. Well, Sheldon, have a blessed night.
Thank you so very much, my brother. You have a good one yourself. Yes, indeed. 1473-440-7377. That's the number to call and get on the inside. It's 10 minutes after the 9 o'clock on the Spice Isle of Grenada and the Eastern Caribbean. All right. Yeah. So what the Ministry of Education asking the school children to pay for the computers they're giving them? What madness going on here? So we have a situation where Grenadians who have been through SGU, they're doing their medical studies and they're trying to go to the US. SGU, they can't get a visa, they're denying them visa to go into the United States. You have people who under normal circumstances, and again I'll repeat, who under normal circumstances meet all the qualifying criteria to be given a US visa and are being denied visas. You have people who are going for visa renewals who have not overstayed their time. They've not committed any crime in the United States. They've been exemplary. They go, they come back in time. They are being denied visas. And then I see someone sent this one to me. Yeah. where did I put that one? Somebody sent this to me that there is going to be a meeting. All you had to have a meeting now to discuss immigration issues and customs issues and all kind of thing. So the Embassy of Grenada to the United States invites all members of the Grenadian diaspora to a virtual discussion on customs and immigration matters. Now all you want to have the discussion when people start to lose their visa and all kind of thing, when who getting deported, now you all want to have a discussion. You all never hear about being proactive. No, you all want, I ain't advertising nothing for you. No, you all want to have discussion. No, you all want to go and talk. Reactive instead of being proactive. The legislation that is now affecting the Grenada Postal Corporation, that legislation was passed a while ago, When I say a while, a couple months ago. The big, beautiful bill. And there are other aspects of that we are yet to feel in Grenada. It's coming. I could tell you that for sure, that it's coming. There are other aspects of that bill that we are yet to feel in Grenada. So the boxes is just one. Remember, what the United States is doing now is any money that's flowing out, they're trying to make it stay in. And any money that's outside, they're trying to bring it inside. That is what they're doing right now. We wouldn't like it, then we can't like it. We cannot like that. But at the end of the day, the American president was voted in by the American people to look after American interests. They were voted in to look after Grenadian interests. We have a call on the line. Hello, good night.
Good night, my friend.
Rastaway.
What's up? Listen, didn't you and I having a conversation in regards to the minister's visa? I think it was last week or whatever. I said to you that if they start with one, it's gonna extend to the entire country.
Well, brother, and the thing is, they will deny this. It is factual. We could prove it, and they're going to still say it's not true. And then after about 2 or 3 months, you go hear them come and say, "Oh, we're discussing the issue." Same as they did with this one.
Yeah. I was having conversation with folks. I've been sending out information with folks to what your social media posts, because I read an article in the news break, is a newspaper in the US, up in New York, and they were saying that people in the Caribbean should be very aware of the thing they post, the things they like, the whatever, all of that. I shared the video. I shared the excerpt from the news to a few folks on WhatsApp, and some people like, oh, I just this, that, and that, and the other. But people don't understand. This administration starts very small, or they start with one. They take one end of a thread, and then you will just pull. They will just pull. My question: someone is listening with me in the car here on the road, and they had a question. Now, if the current government of Grenada, Carriacou, and PT was to pass that bill, where they want to bring it back again, can it be retract? Can, let's say, for instance, the next government come, can they, take it out?
Yes.
Is it possible?
Yes.
So then, what would be the
any law that you have could be changed, could be amended, could be added to. You could add to it, you could take out from it, or you could delete it totally. Any law that's in place.
All right. And which is the answer I give.
That's the function of Parliament, really, that you can amend laws, you can make laws, you can amend laws, and etc. And you get the opportunity to discuss it. And in those discussions, it's supposed to help to improve what you're doing. But this government isn't interested in discussing. When something comes up, they just tell you basically, hush your mouth, you had a chance to do this, you had a chance to do that, we know what we're doing. And they rush headlong crazy into things, danger, doing things. When what you're supposed to be having in Parliament is a discussion. But you hear them stoops in and saying things like sit down there and all kind of thing. You hear people saying that to the other side, to saying that to the NNP side. When they're talking, Dr. Mitchell, a person, they should be sitting at Dr. Mitchell's feet trying to understand things. Instead of that, and when he talking, being most disrespectful. People like Ron Redhead, who has contributed nothing to this country. Nothing to this country. If you measure him up against the Right Honourable Keith Mitchell, sit down in Parliament telling men like Dr. Mitchell, hush up. Who is this little boy?
It's frightening, but it's the reality that we live in. It's frightening. Really, really frightening.
No,
all right, friend.
Grenada is in a kind of, but I realize you pulled to the side of the road. I could hear it. We go talk.
All right, friend, later.
All right, yes indeed. 1473-440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. And folks, yesterday, the opposition, no, not the New National Party, His Majesty's opposition, I want to make that distinction, held a forum today, and at that forum, the issue of those same bills, the stage of civil responsibility and the bill in relation to marriage and so, you see the Honourable Kate Skeeter, Lois Peters there, Honourable Emlyn Pierre, so you're seeing the various speakers there at that forum. And as you can see, it was very well attended. And I see a nice cross-section there of church leaders and various other people who attended that meeting. I think when we're speaking with our political leader on Monday, we'd probably get a broader understanding of the entire discussion. I think I see that Pastor Happy, I see there. Yes, hey, look, Cassandra, right? Yes, a good friend from civil society. And so you had a good cross-section of folks who were there to discuss the issues. Because believe me, you have to discuss these issues. You must discuss these issues. Yeah, you can't just let them go ahead and decide they want to pass this thing and they go ahead and pass this thing. That no, we can't let that happen. No. I'm saying it straight up, no. Them so ain't making no decision for my children. No way. It ain't happening. I ain't asking all you, not telling all you, it's not happening. It will never happen. Yeah? Telling all you. Ain't going down so at all. Yeah? 1473-44, you tell me. that my local JJ, when he reach a certain age, let's say he gets up to the age of 12, yeah, you could make decision on behalf of you know how I take care of my child, you know how I mind my child, you know the late hours and all kind of thing I have to do for you come in and make decision on who child? Yeah, joke all you making. Come again. All you better dump that bill in the middle of the sea. Maybe dump it like one of the American boat and them take target practice on it. Dump it in the middle of the sea. Don't come with that. Come with that at all. Come and tell me my child could get hormonal treatments and think, who is you? Where you come out? Are you mad? You come and tell me my child could get hormonal treatments? Ordered by the Minister of Legal Affairs, Attorney General? What Minister of Legal Affairs, Attorney General? But joke all you making. Joke all you make with that. Go and give people children hormonal treatments, sexual and reproductive treatments, and you all didn't even specify to say, well, okay, only this or only that. You all left the thing broad, so any type of treatment. And the thing is, remember, it does not mean who is the minister now will be the minister 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, 5 years, 6 months from now, tomorrow. The minister could change tonight. So you never know who is going to be holding that portfolio and what their inclinations are. And if they are going to let their particular inclinations drive their decision-making process. And due to that, saying a big fat no. No. Right? 147344073. So let's see what it... That was asking if children going in that thing in Florida. If that is for Monday, we want to know if what we see there is for them children in Florida on Monday, because we know right now St. John's people are the people that are left behind. They are the ones that are left behind. So, well, everybody getting left behind. But St. John, like, they don't have an MP. Right now, it look like Alvin Dabrio is still the MP, you know. I'm telling you. Good night to you, brother Alvin Dabrio. I hope you're having a wonderful night tonight. Yeah? And I keep getting messages here from different people that are telling me of family members, etc., that went to get visas and were denied. People that have been going to the United States for many years and went for their visa renewal. People who did not overstay their time. They wasn't going up there and say, well, they're working on this kind of thing. They go up for a couple of weeks, they come back, they take a vacation, they go up, they spend 2 weeks, even though they get a couple months, and they come back. And these people, all of them, they're going for the renewal and they're not getting through. And again, let's just make the issue clear, because there are some people that are trying to obfuscate this issue. Let us make the issue very clear. The issue is not, because I myself was confused a bit with it at the beginning. The issue is not that Grenada and Cuba has diplomatic relations or has a friendship and that sort of thing. That is not the issue. The issue, according to the US government, that they have raised is that they believe that the Cuban medical personnel within the Cuban medical brigade, that they are being treated unfairly in their eyes in relation to their passports and the salaries, or the salaries are paid, etc. Now, the US said this to you in about February, March. You wait until August when they take the minister who went and make the duncest statement any minister may be making years. Yes, you Cornwall, dunce. Ill-informed statement. Go and make your statement. Because probably you didn't even know what you're talking about, but you see, all they want a grandstand like if all is the new Maurice Bishop. So all they will continue to make doty statements like those. Because that was not the issue. The issue was simply go to the Cuban government, have a discussion. The Cuban government is not such a beast. They are human beings, they're brothers and sisters, they want to help Grenada. So if they have to change the format in which they are assisting Grenada, they will be willing to do it. But you all ain't bother to go and talk with them. You all start to show talk for America. And out of all people you go and show talk for is Trump. Trump, you know, out of all people for all you go and show talk for, all you go and show talk for Trump. And there are consequences. Because we're speaking here about an individual who holds the portfolio of Minister of Finance. So forget the World Bank meetings, IMF meetings, and all those other financially related meetings that are taking place in the United States. And you also cannot transit through the United States. So unless you have a visa, you can't pass through the United States on your way to somewhere else, like you go to Miami to get to some other country in Central or South America or so. No. As some people tend to do. Strange enough, sometimes you have to go through Miami. Even to get to Jamaica, sometimes you have to go through Miami to get to Jamaica. And so, other than that, is some kind of wrong. Well, I'm not even sure it had those other flights that it used to have. So right now, I think that's probably it. You have to pass through Miami generally to get to Jamaica. So the minister can't even do that. Simply because they didn't have the common sense early up to go and have a discussion with the US and at the same time have a discussion with the Cubans. Now you're talking about, because the release has spoken about, they are having discussions with the US in relation to the matter. That is not the only set of people you have to have the discussion with. You also have to have a discussion with the Cubans, because the discussion with the US may not even end up being necessary if the Cubans are willing to change the different parts of the arrangement. To say, listen, you're going to make the payments this way instead. You are going to, the people are going to come down under these conditions instead. The people come in, but they come in under these conditions instead. The Cubans may be willing to do that, but you're still only holding the discussions with the US. But the issue that they have a problem with exists between Grenada and Cuba, not between Grenada and the US. The issue is between Grenada and Cuba as far as the US is concerned. So you're talking to them don't mean nothing to them. As far as they're concerned, yes, you're yapping, you're talking, you have people coming, yap, talk. But the action ain't taking place because you ought to be talking the other direction. And that's simply it, We did not have to end up in this situation now where SGU students can't get a visa, where other people who trying to get a student visa now, outside of those from SGU, those who have applied to US schools and so on, and they are having problems as well. And remember, in some of your cases, Wade spoke about it a while ago. All you want to go and play the biggest anti-Trump people on social media. You all want to go there and call him all sorts of derogatory names. You all want to go and say all kind of thing about Trump and the American administration and American people and so on. And then you want to leave and go in the United States? Well, if I'm the officer that issuing the visa, you ain't getting it. Seriously, they're checking these things now. You ain't getting it. And that's just fair. You can't vex with them for that. Some of you all create your own problems, Some of you all create your own problems. Folks, 1473-440-73. I'm just checking that I did miss one. 1473-440-7377. Those are the numbers for you to call and get on to the inside of tonight's program. A reminder, tomorrow it's going to be taking place at the new National Party headquarters. That is the After Work Lime. That is going to be taking place at the new National Party headquarters tomorrow evening starting from 4 p.m. Remember, entry is free. Food and drinks on sale. So do avail yourself of the opportunity to have a beer. Yes. And also to have some wonderful chicken. And etc. Yeah? Do avail yourself of the opportunity. And you shall also be able to receive I'll give you a little. Also, folks, remember, and this one is for Carriacou Petit Martinique actually, taking place tomorrow by Jigs Shop out there in Petit Martinique. Senator the Honorable Nolan Cox, he will be there with his team as they are doing their distribution for back to school. Remember, K&R Bookstore, you have tomorrow, you have Friday. I don't know about them opening on Sunday. So the last 2 days for you to be able to get the 2-for-1 special at K&R Bookstore, right? You have tomorrow and you have Friday. So buy one, get one free up until August 31st. August 31st happened to be Sunday, so I think they open Sunday. Are they opening Sunday? Yo, K&R, are they opening Sunday? But anyway, call tomorrow on 231 3500 and you go find out if they open on Sunday. We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night. How are you doing tonight, boss?
Hey, Tito!
Yes, that's the guy. How you all doing, man? How you doing, Chief?
I'm mad and good, brother. You cut and go through.
Yeah, I just want to say good night. You know, I just want to say, you know, I have something like on my heart because on my chest.
Mm-hmm.
You see, my minister, Miss Kate Lewis, trust me. Miss Kate Lewis, spite of what, and spite of how certain other individual, I know everybody would not. Because these days in this world, today people will give you what due to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They take what they know what is good to you and they hold it for themselves and try to give who ain't good. But I just want to tell the people in Grenada, Carriacou and Pitima. Well, I don't know about Carriacou and Pitima, but I want to tell people in Grenada and the people in my constituency. You know, please, let me not just stop, you know, going around and just spreading. If you leave or you, I don't put thing and you decide you're not for we, you know definitely Miss Kate is more than 100, more than 1,000% good. You understand? And if you know you had to get some and you didn't, you know, still where you see, I know to myself, things still happen for you with still, I don't say where you want to go wrong. You understand? So if you know definitely, this thing hurt me so bad, to hear this individual and this individual know deep down inside of he, this Miss Kate is not this person. And God know that. You understand? So let me just be real and let me don't be personal and take, you know, thing and, you know, when you know somebody is good, you understand? Because it's just people falling and that's how the breeze blowing. People falling and die. So let me just give Miss Kate why she's, please. Now, even if you're not for she or you don't like she or you, stop spreading, please, in the community. You understand? Because they are behind and trust me, any kind of thing I'm outside. You understand? For she. And I will always stand. When I mean she, my minister, Miss Kate, Skeeter, sweet pumpkin Louis. Man, thank you very much, Mr. Sheldon.
All right.
This thing bother me very bad.
Don't let stress you, brother. Don't let them stress you.
Before you go, I just want to say, Mr. Sheldon, well, people, you know, last week Wednesday, I'm making quick. Last week Wednesday, well, I just say, well, I was start back the Carriacou and people meeting me and say, Tito, what me like you are bad in you. But Mr. Sheldon is not about bad. It's how you move with the people in the community and the society. Thank you very much. So I want to say thanks for last week. And last week it was a blast. All the best, Mr. Sheldon. Miss Kate, please. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. Yeah, I understand. This watch. You see, people that feel, Tito, people that feel they could go out there and say anything about anybody at any time and get away with it. But we'll come to that in a little while. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good night. Hello.
Brother Sheldon, good evening, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right, bro.
All right. Go right ahead.
Yeah, listen, I'm still kind of baffled about Grenadian citizens, and especially those of us who are voices in this country. Now, I'm really sorry I couldn't attend the forum today, organized by the civil society and His Majesty opposition. But anyways, I saw it and it was really well attended. I saw some great men of God there, you know.
Yeah.
But listen, Brother Sheldon, we need to go back on something. All right. In October the 24th, right, 2023, when our resident ambassador, right, in the Kingdom of in Belgium, yes, His Excellency, is it Raphael Joseph? Had signed the Samoa arrangement. Okay,
the Samoa agreement, yes.
Yes, agreement. Now, if you go back and read this document, I'm digging it up, you know. If you go back and you read this thing carefully, and I want you Grenadians to listen, not that we don't hate anybody, we love you, that's why we're trying to educate you and educate ourselves. Now there are umpteens, so many different regulations and opportunities, I should say, in this document that people like our government, right, will run at that, because a lot of money, as I said before, I said that already, a lot of money, right, at the expense of our people morality, right, at the expense of our people sanity, and etc. Just name it. Now, because they know the world know that the socio-economic condition and situation in Grenada is one that really is at a low. So they want to give Grenada and the Caribbean, the Eastern Caribbean, a lot of money, right? So the cause and the effects, right, is heavy upon us. That agreement, that document, that law that had been tabled, it is as a result of some of the agreement and some of the highlights that is in the Samoa agreement or document.
And you know right? What we need to do, Pastor? We need to bring the document back and go over the document on air again, and then go over that in the context of the Age for Civil Responsibility Bill and the Marriage Amendment Act and those things. We need to go through that. That's some more agreement that they say they didn't sign, and while they're saying it ain't signed, man, they signed it already. Yes, right. While they lying for us about it. Sure. Right, nice. Yeah, we go bring it and we go talk about it.
So long story short, let's bring it up.
Yes.
Let's bring it up. And just as how you did with the law, you remember some years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, you took your time and went over the laws that what do you call it, law, you know, with regards to the referendum.
Yeah.
The referenda. You know? So let's take our time, because our people, yes, we up in arms or hands against the government with that decision that they want to push down our throat, right? Scriptures made it clear that therefore your children should be responsible in obeying and honoring the parents. The parents are to teach the children how to obey the law of the land, right? Not the government or any other organization. We, the parents, are responsible for teaching. Therefore, they cannot just make laws for us, shove it down our throat, and make us sign it and believe it and agree with it. Right? So we really need to do some work on that. Finally, it appears that this government is taking us on a, what do you call that? Okay. All the way you pass over Grenada, you're just seeing they're scratching the surface on some work that they want to do, or they say that they're going to do.
You brave to go all around Grenada with all them pothole.
But well, no, we're driving around.
You're well brave.
You're driving around, and when you go, our caretaker speak about it tonight, today on the program. The amount of banks that they're breaking down, the amount of, side of the road that they're grading. When would these people really put boots on the ground? Huh? They have money to do those projects? Yeah? Grenadians, open your eyes. You see that door last week or week before we spoke about the embargo, right? Listen, Grenada is about to sit on an embargo ship. Watch and you would see. We are the man with business and prepare for that crisis that's coming. Not if, it is coming. It is coming. It's right behind our doors. All right, have a good night, brother.
Thank you very much, my brother. Yes, indeed. And folks, yes, we do have to bring back certain aspects on the program of the Samoa Agreement. We need to have those discussions. Yeah, we need to have those discussions, discuss different aspects of it. But I was speaking about when people going out and lie on people, because see, when it is cases in relation to people with the NNP, they like to take documentation and put it out in the public. Yeah? So let me see. This one is to Mr. George Rome. I hope you're publishing that in your publication tomorrow. Yeah? I hope you're publishing the letter that you get. Yeah, I hope you're publishing it tomorrow. Right? So, this letter was sent to you on the 25th of August, 2025. Mr. George Worm, editor, The New Today, Impact Printers, Grenada, Limited, P.O. Box 1970, St. George's, Grenada. Dear sirs, republication by The New Today relating to Dr. Ophelia Wells. We write on behalf of our client, Dr. Ophelia Wells, in relation to the publications in The New Today newspaper, Grenada Facebook page on Thursday, 21st August 2025, titled U.S. Government Withdraws Visa of Dennis Cornwall. And The New Today newspaper, week ending Friday, 22nd August 2025, headlined, Trump takes punitive action against Grenada, wherein her pictures appears on the front page of that publication. And again, on the 23rd August 2025, on the New Today's Facebook page, the reference publications contain content that are defamatory of our client, which are therefore actionable. Copies of the reference publications were enclosed and sent to user. Words defamatory to our client. Publication on the New Today newspaper Grenada Facebook page on Thursday, 21st August 2025, titled U.S. Government Withdraws Visa of Dennis Cornwall. In the reference post, the following allegations were made. She also said the U.S. government withdrew the visa issued to Ophelia Cornwall, the estranged wife of Minister Cornwall. Ophelia Cornwall is now separated from the Congress government minister and is known to be the new mistress of former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell of the opposition New National Party. 2. Publication in the New Today newspaper, week ending Friday, 22nd August 2025, headline, Trump takes punitive action against Grenada, published on the 23rd of August 2025 on the New Today's newspaper Facebook. In the reference article, the following allegations are made in relation to our client. In the case of Ophelia Cornwall, she's no longer living with the senior government minister. She's known to have approached female attorney at law Kim George to file divorce papers against the Congress minister. Ophelia Cornwall is known to be the new mistress of former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell of the opposition New National Party. The natural and ordinary meaning of these words quoted and underlined that our client is at present a married woman engaged in adultery. The above statements are factually incorrect. While Dr. Wells was previously married to Mr. Dennis Cornwall, that marriage legally ended in 2023. A public fact known to all, and which you, dunce, could have find out if you check the registry. As such, she is not currently married and can therefore neither be described as the wife or the estranged wife of Mr. Dennis Cornwall. Further, Dr. Wells is not the mistress of anyone. Know your damn place, George Worm. Moreover, our client denies any knowledge of her visa issued by the United States of America having been revoked and or restricted in any way. Notably, the official media release issued by the government of Grenada. Yes, the government of Grenada. Who you does advise? Yeah, government of Grenada. Dated 21st August 2025, titled Grenada and United States commit to continued dialogue through diplomatic channels, states that the U.S. confirmed that visa restrictions will be applied, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has since received official notification that a restriction has been placed on the Minister of Finance. It didn't talk about anybody else. The Minister of Finance. There is no reference to our client in the official government release, which confirms the reckless and careless nature of the assertions in the publications made by you. Our client is highly regarded professional. Our client is a highly regarded professional, providing consultancy services to a number of clients, including the International Monetary Fund. She has served in several senior positions in the government of Grenada and regional institutions, which include but is not limited to having served as permanent secretary in the Ministry of Finance, Grenada, and as director of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, a director, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the Caribbean Development Fund. The publication of these falsehoods are defamatory of our client as it is not only misleading, but has caused and continues to cause distress and reputational harm to Dr. Wells. These people don't care who they're writing about. They're just damaging people. And he damn well know what you're writing is not true. Since the publication, our client has been bombarded with calls and messages from people in Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, and other Caribbean states regarding the contents of the publication. Our client's character, credibility, and reputation, which she has garnered through her professional life, have been seriously damaged, and she sustaining considerable distress and embarrassment. There is not, without more, any public interest in a legal sense in the disclosure or publication of purely private information of our client, as she is not in public life. She's not in public life. So when you go and publish them kind of thing about the lady, but let me hear what they're asking for. And here what the demand from George Room. Here are the demands from George. Wait now, all the time I'm talking there, I ain't put the thing up. All the time I'm talking there, I realize I ain't pull the document up for you all to see, Yeah, I'm reading from a document, Yes. Yes. I'm reading from a document. Right. So right now where we reach, right, yes, accordingly, right? Immediately cease and desist from publishing or repeating any false statements concerning Dr. Wells' marital and or visa status. Issue a full and prominent correction and public apology in the same manner and form of the reference publication within 7 days hereof, on terms to be approved by us on our client's behalf. Indemnify our client in respect of the cost to which she has been put in the matter. Confirm in writing within 7 days of the date of this letter that you will comply with the above and no further such statements will be published. If you fail to comply, we reserve instructions to initiate legal proceedings against you without further notice. Dr. Wells will seek appropriate remedies, included but not limited to damages for defamation, an injunction to prevent further publication of false statements, recovery of legal costs. Yeah? And that is one of two. Because Mr. Ian Allen of Trinidad and Tobago, well, Trinidad, I don't know if you know Tobago, Trinidad, published the same thing from George Golon. George Rome is not credible, Ian Allen. He has no credibility. The man has lost multiple cases. By now, George Rome maybe owe $1 million in court cases. Because how much 100,000 here, and how much 100,000 there, and a 70,000 there, and a 80,000 there, and all kind of, maybe about $1 million by now. You go and take thing from an individual that always in court and losing case for defamation and publish it. Mr. Ian Allen, you look for where you get? I had to say it like that. You way you get, you well work for it. You work hard for it. You look for it. You see it there. You work hard for it. You get it. And nobody should deny you from enjoying it. So take it in your tail. Simple as that. So I buy, so I sell. No, because see, they just like to go. When is these things? On other people, they like to run and publish it. They like to put it up. Why they don't put up the fact that they lose the case to CJs? Yes, the same CJs the Prime Minister went and expatiate himself on. Yeah, you put it like that. He went and expatiate himself on. That same CJs. Why they don't go and put in the papers what the judgment in... I have the judgment in relation to that. Why they don't go and put what the judgment in relation to that CJ's case was? Who they refused to pay. They refused to pay them. They came in government and spitefully refused to pay CJs for the services that they had given to the government of Grenada. Refuse. And then telling people, take me to court. Well, they take it to court and you lose. You're dunce. They take it to court. You lose. You feel all you want people to take all it to court and all you feel it. So, no, the court make for everybody. Me too. Make for everybody, ain't it? Yeah. Dory, them know what I'm talking about. Folks, we have a few minutes remaining on tonight's program. 1473-440-7377. The lady not in public life. But George Worm, so vindictive and nasty. Oh God, I'm ashamed to tell people it's my cousin. No. So vindictive and nasty as he is, go and write this kind of thing about the people. They have nothing to do with you. They're not involved in that. You go and write in this kind of thing about the woman. Watch. Oh. Call back. I was trying to get the call and call back. Right. Yeah. Nothing to do with you. You go and you write and just trying. Because you want to attack Dr. Mitchell, you go and calling people and attacking them too. It's like they have some sort of mental or spiritual illness. It's like a demon on their back that they just have to attack Dr. Mitchell directly or indirectly. And if they even see you talking with him, you become a target. If they realize that you and him go in the same church, you might become a target too. Every minute they have to be publishing some kind of thing, attacking him. You don't lose so much case to the man. You owe the man hundreds of thousands of dollars that you will not even pay up to this day. All kind of trick and tribulation trying not to pay. And not one case you lose. More than one. When you hear some of them know the history, you see the problem we have in Grenada is that the younger ones, the first time voters who jumping up hip, they do not know the history, and they don't know the history of these people because people like me, people like you, we kept quiet for too long. We have to talk and we have to put the history out there. It's not us they catch on the beach with bucket of sand thief in the night. It's not us. We weren't the ones doing that. And the court documents are there. It's not we that catch thief in. How much that? About 6 buckets of sand. I have the picture somewhere. I must find it. Can't call me sand man. You see, people do not know their history. So when you see people like George Worm and you are Eddie Frederick and all these people and them that run in their mouth and so understand something about these people. Half of them vexed because they can't finish with Keith Mitchell yet for all the lies they tell on him in the past. But there's a new generation now that don't know them from back then, that they're trying to bamboozle now with this set of nonsense they're coming with. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Sheldon pong them.
The truth is the truth, you know.
Sheldon pong them.
The truth is the truth. No defense.
Boss them over. Boss them over. Don't pray. And that you good family, you know.
Make good family, you know.
Just want me to good family. Yes, I is blood.
I got to delete that part of my DNA, boy. What?
Boss them. They just stand their own and run them out and people. But they can't touch Dr. Mitchell, you know. They can't touch him. They can't touch him. He's a boss. And he's a blessed man. He's a blessed man. Why they don't talk about all them not drunk, they drunk in, they falling down all in they falling down drunk.
All I would say, Kami, is no little girl that's come with no child in the hand in my veranda, pong in my gate.
Well, they go in like the man for money, you know.
All I would say is no little girl that's come. If they want to go down the road, I could go down them road too. Alright.
You don't mind any child?
I ain't call name.
You don't mind any child?
I don't call name.
No, you don't call name.
I don't call no name. Right.
The man don't mind any child. Boss them over. You can do me nothing at the Grenada, they home. No, you can do me nothing. I know. Boss them bubble afraid. Anyhow, good night, Grenada.
Good night, Cammy. You have a good one.
Who the hell is sun? Sun man.
They said the man tried to go the whole beach.
Put him up on the screen next time. It's a bad mind. The Dr. Mitchell alone, please. Leave him. Leave the man alone.
Oh God. Hey.
And good night to the madam. Leave him alone. Leave the man. Why are you problem?
If they feel they ain't gonna be paying she like how they does duck from others, joke all they make it.
All they go pay.
All they go pay.
They have to pay. They go pay. Oh.
Joke all
they make it. They go pay. Oh. She go deal with them. Anyhow, good night, Grenada.
Have a good
Come
night.
them shell and don't pray. They can't do you nothing.
Alright, later.
Yeah, later.
Yeah, no, don't interfere with people. That's all your problem. And all you don't know who to interfere with from who not to interfere with. Don't interfere with people. Nobody doesn't come and pound down my gate. Nobody had to be coming and saying they want Pampa pounding down my gate. No, that is a fact. That ain't happening. You want to go and attack people? And all you wrote dirty. Watch. Don't let me start to say thing, you know. Don't let me start to say thing. Right. Folks, we have a few minutes remaining. I feel I could take 2 calls before I go and put myself in trouble tonight. 1473-440-7377. You can call us on the WhatsApp. Yes, it is our WhatsApp number. You can call us on the WhatsApp. The reason these people getting away with this nonsense now is because those of us who know not talking. We're not talking. We're not talking about people like Eddie Frederick and all the cases that these people and them lose. Not just against Dr. Mitchell. There was one case Eddie Frederick and them lose against the whole cabinet. And had to pay them. The whole cabinet. But these people reform themselves in the minds of the Grenadian population. And now come and feel they could just go out there and say anything about anybody. And they are the paragons of virtue and morality within the state of Grenada. So everybody else must hush them out. No. Yeah, well, last all you hear Jude Bernard. I doesn't hear him again. Because I want him to call one program so we could ask him about the foul farm money. Those paragons of virtue and morality. We want to find out about how much $100,000 that was in the Scotia Bank that is now, what it is now, is Republic Bank now? They're going over to Republic Bank, I think. Right. We want to find out about how much $100,000 given by the government of Grenada during the period of the NDC that certain people are signatories to inside there. When they want to talk about foul farm, let's have the discussion about the foul farm. Seriously. Let's have the discussion about SEL. Let's have those discussions. Me ain't backing down from them. Me ain't afraid them. You want to have the discussion about shrimp farm? We having the discussion about the shrimp farm. We ain't afraid them thing. Anything all they want to have discussion on, we having discussion on it. Because the problem here is they just throw out the names. So they say fowl farm, shrimp farm. The average person out there listening does not know what they're talking about. So they throw out several falsities in relation to these things. And they say who thief, and who waste, and who this, and who that. And because some of us had stayed quiet for too long and don't say anything, and some of us out there who know better, they're not coming out and talk on these things and expose it. They know for a fact that these people are lying. They know for a fact that these people are misrepresenting the truth, and they ain't coming out and talk about it. Why letting them know tonight? Me afraid none of all you, you know. I will never afraid all you because all is a bunch of coward. I'm afraid none, zero, zilch, zot, all you, the whole government, tout moun bagay, all you, a bunch of coward. And all you could never get me to afraid all you. Try what you're trying. Go ahead, try it. Feel like you could shut me up or get me to afraid all you? Ain't happening. Folks, you know what? Let me do that program tonight. Folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with more Talking Points for you. My name is Sheldon Scott. I am out of here. You know, no middle name, just Sheldon Scott. I don't have no middle name. My parents and them wasn't wasting time. They wanted to name me quick, so they just put Sheldon. Right? That's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It's been wonderful being here. And everything you say and do it safe and secure. Want to be speaking to and with you, and definitely not about you. You know what? I think I ended with that song tonight.